sludge item, which is very cool. I gave all of them, I believe. Of course. Yeah, so after they were all hatched, I traded them over. And I gave them all stellar type. So they all had the stellar type as their Terra type. And I gotta say though, like this team was pretty darn good throughout the entire match. The entire time. Obviously I struggled at first because no EVs. Very challenging. Everybody had no EVs, nobody had any IVs. It was very challenging, right? You have very little stats that you can work with, right? So I ended up doing obviously EV training, but more importantly, I did level training because I needed my Pokemon to be higher than, well, of course, level 1. So that's exactly what I did. I made sure that all of these were higher than level 1, gave them everything that they needed, and set them on their way. So Nymphea was the new one. I changed Captain Kid's name to Captain Razor. I think he was leading for the most part, as my Captain Kid was for like the entire game practically, like at the end of it. For this team, I didn't go heavy with the what's it called? I didn't go heavy with the experience candies nearly as much. So beating the entire story, if I remember correctly, I think this one beat the entire story. The highest or the level sort of thing is about 73 to 76, and that's just the base story. Let's see here. Did I beat all the other stories? How do you check the other stories? How do you check your progression again? Oh, right, yeah. I beat them in order depending, or based off of what one website says is like is best for the levels. That's what I used as my sort of, excuse me, for this. So that's kind of what I used. So pretty much it tells you to like start with KD, go to Cloth, and then blah blah blah. Then that's pretty much what I used. Then I did that. That was a lot of fun. I liked going through it. It kind of gave me that level of progression, but also the beginning part, it was a little rough. But by the time that you get everybody like fully evolved kind of thing, the game gets considerably easier. But that's just because everybody starts to being more leveled, gets better move pools. And not only that, they start getting better stats, especially when they evolve. And especially if you already have like your strategy down, you're winning. And that's pretty much what it mostly came down to. Is like, did you have your strategy at the beginning? Yes, you're good to go. If you didn't have your strategy at the beginning, sorry man, you built your thing about a strategy that doesn't exist. I know a lot of them, I think, couldn't start off with the moves that I wanted because they were all, they weren't egg moves. They were all TM and all that stuff. And not only that, they were all for a higher level. Like, they were, like, a lot of Twin Extra's moves are all what Tinkaton can learn. Not what Tinkatink or Tinkerton, I think? I don't know what the middle one is. But, yeah, like, they were all that way. And it's like, okay, and your point being, it's like, yeah, you can't do that. You can't use them. Then you get really scared, and then you're like, uh-oh, I can't use these. You can't use a guaranteed set that you've used a lot of the times, and that you actually use. Actually, let's see what this team structure has. I'm pretty sure it has Pounce. Gigaton Hammer, Play Rough, Brick Break, Pounce. I think that's what I used. Yeah. And that's, again, that's what I used. I liked Pounce ever since. Gigaton Hammer was, again, my one favorite move. Now, the reason why I don't have Protect Gigaton Hammer combo is because I use Assault Vest. Oh my word, man. Are you freaking kidding me, man? This thing has, like, no moves. It's got a bunch of them that, like, have only, like, 5 power points. It's pretty much what I've been seeing here. Yeah, 5, 5, 5. And if it has 5. Yeah, 5, 5, 5. Are you kidding me? And there's no Pokemon move that gives the opposing Pokemon more power points. Yeah, Triple Axle, never liked it. Corrosive Gas removes the target's held item for the rest of the battle. Even if switched out, held items removed by Corrosive Gas cannot be recovered by Recycle or Harvest. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Not a very cool looking, not a very nice move though, but could be very interesting for competitive play. Expanding Force. Okay, the next one I'm going to speed up. Ooh, Poltergeist deals damage if the target is holding an item. After displaying the message, target is about to be attacked by its item. Ooh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. A move that actually legitimately makes your opponent scared they have an item, that's something we like. I find that there's only like some moves that do something when your opponent has an item, but a lot of it is typically like, it doesn't make it do damage. And a lot of it is mostly like what you do with your item. Alright, let's attach this to the game itself. Let's enable the speed up. Let's make it go 5 times speed. And I missed. There we go. That, like, literally cannot miss. If it does, it wastes extra moves. That pretty much just wasted me 2 extra turns. I kind of wish that fire moves that get hit by flash fire don't actually go down. But yeah, like, this Violet was amazing. I wish I would have recorded it, but then again, the Violet that I did start recording on, I haven't touched it yet. I think the last time I touched it was when I think the Charizard raid was just about to end. That's pretty much the last time I touched that one. Yeah, that was the one that was about to end, and that is pretty much where that left off. I think I haven't even gone to Mesagoza yet. And after the Charizard raid ended, I didn't want to play the game anymore because I thought that it might override my progress for the Charizard raid, and I loved the Charizard raid, so I chose not to do it. Or I chose not to continue it. And I know that that's kind of like very weird to think about, but like that's literally what I was thinking though. Was like, I really like the Charizard raid. Charizard raid gives you so much money and all that stuff that it's incredible. But this is also before I got my turbo controllers. So I got the turbo controller that everybody was recommending. So everybody recommended getting a Hori thing or something like that. H-O-R-I. Turbo controller. Everybody was recommending it because it could be really good though. The only thing that I'm very sad though is that like you can't have it docked so you can watch it do its thing kind of deal. You have to literally have it undocked. And I don't know if that's a Nintendo Switch fault or if that is the Yeah, like, I don't know if that's a Nintendo Switch fault or if that's actually a, yeah, if it's a Nintendo Switch fault or if that is actually the, like, the controller fault, right? Alright, so since this thing's gonna die, I'm gonna go and try and see if I can prevent it from crashing. Perchance. It doesn't like it when you speed up and you reset. Sometimes if I reverse the damage kind of thing, like if I don't speed it up, it keeps it. But yeah, as soon as I got the Sylveon, was it Sylveon? Yeah, I think it was the Sylveon, Pixelates, the whole thing kind of thing for it, and I just left it going, it would keep going. I think I was using one Pokemon that was supposed to do very well, I think, or something like that. I left it going for about, like, I think it was like 4 or 5 hours, and it just got stuck. It got stuck, it wouldn't continue the matches kind of thing. And that's kind of the same thing that ended up happening, right? Like, it got stuck at that menu. And I was like, okay, like, why are you stuck at this menu? And the game's like, I don't know, I got stuck at the menu. And of course, that's a cool sprite. I'm actually kind of surprised it actually changed the sprite this time. Yay! Maybe this one will stay in the Pokeball. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, I literally thought I was going to stay in the Pokeball. I was like, okay, I was joking. But yeah, like I haven't touched, like, this is the first time I've touched the game in months. I haven't even been doing the 7-star raids that much. Like, I've been waiting till the last possible second to do them, kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. Like, it's one thing though that, like, at first it was very interesting to have them, and then it's not that it's all been starters for the most part. It's mostly just because, like, there's nothing too intuitive about it, because a lot of the times people just go, use this legendary, use this Pokemon, right? And then a lot of times it's like something you've already pre-built, right? Like, I think one of them was like reuse, like, or a lot of the times people will just throw in the Azumarill, throw in the Iron Hands, throw in like all the ones that use Belly Drum, and it's like, why? I've seen some people throw Azumarill at something that has electric in its original typing, or electric as the Terra type, and they would literally throw in Azumarill. And it's like, why did you do that? This thing has an electric move. Like, obviously, if a starter has electric, or is or even grass for that matter too, like, as their Terra type, do not throw in a water type. I'm gonna throw in my Azumarill. Oh look, the Azumarill went down. That's kind of weird, isn't it? And not only that though, I always got very angry and that kind of stuff. So I think at the later ones, I think I just did solo. They're way better. You're way better off just using solos. Way better off. And that's saying something. There we go. I can finally continue from where I was. Yay! Awesome. Thank you, Ho-gia. You're the pal. I actually like this one. Alright, the Pringle Man. I like your Ho-gia. Perfect. I don't care anymore. Yeah, and apparently they're going to do, at some point, or at least it's theorized, they're going to be bringing out the shiny legendaries. that will probably be the time where I would actually pick up the game again and actually go through and actually go and actually just get the Pokemon. And then that's what I did with what was it, the Zacian? I think that was the last time I put up my sword. I literally picked up my Pokemon Sword and Shield kind of thing, and I just went, you know what, I want this shiny legendary. And then one of the first things I did is that I transferred over to Scarlet. And then I backtracked and I went, you know what, I don't want it in my Scarlet anymore. And I think one of my friends was like, why? And I'm like, well, I don't want it in my Scarlet right now. Hi, buddy. You want to go back already? Yes. Alright. And I'm back to Boone Island. Look how dark it is here. It's dark because I've caught the legendary Pokemon of the sky. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Who knows? I definitely don't. Anyway. Alright, Ho-gia. I will put you here. And we will unfuse you. Perfect. The Ho-gia have been completely demerged. Ooh, Ho looks like it's about to